Hey everybody, I'm Rob Freeman and welcome back to Insuring the Built Environment. This week we're answering the question, what is a per project aggregate in your CGL policy? Well, if you are a general contractor or you're working as a general contractor or you're a subcontractor and you are working on more than one project per year, or you're providing additional insured status to other parties involved in the construction project or your clients, there's a lot of ways that your limits of insurance could be exhausted based on the claim, a large claim coming through on a single project. And if you look in section 3 of your commercial general liability policy form, you'll see a section called titled limits of insurance. And in that section, it states basically that the amount of coverage that will be provided, the limits of your insurance, are limited regardless of the number of claims that happen in the course of the year, the number of insureds, or the number of parties bringing claims against you. So if you're working on a project and something happens and you have multiple claims coming in, chances are all of your insurance could be eroded by each claim, leaving you exposed basically to other claims that could happen at other projects throughout the year. Now, one way to resolve this is to have a per project aggregate endorsement on your CGL policy. And a per project aggregate endorsement basically increases the coverage that you would have under your general aggregate to each project that you do throughout the course of the year. Now, this is broadly increasing the amount of coverage that you have with your CGL policy, so you should expect to pay more for that endorsement, but it's usually a reasonable additional fee. And so to give you an example, so say you're working on 10 projects throughout the year and your general aggregate and your per occurrence is 2 million general aggregate and 1 million per occurrence. And if you didn't have a per project general aggregate endorsement, you could have your limits exhausted if you had claims that exceeded $2 million throughout the course of the year. Now, if you have the per project general aggregate or per project aggregate endorsement, if you're working on 10 projects, 10 separate projects that there's usually a requirement that there's a contract that describes the project and that it's a clear delineation of each project is created by a signed contract between you and your client. But if you're working on 10 projects throughout the course of the year, you're going to have coverage of 1 million per occurrence and 2 million aggregate for each project. So over the course of the year, you're going to have $20 million worth of aggregate coverage rather than just 2 million. So that's a really important thing to think about if you're a general contractor or if you're acting as a general contractor. Some people don't even realize that they are acting as general contractor if they're hiring subcontractors to do work for them on their behalf. And so that's something to talk to your insurance broker about. So if you have questions about a per project aggregate or your general liability policy or your general contractor or sub doing work in this space, please feel free to schedule an appointment with me at the link below this video. Thanks again for watching, and I hope this is useful, and have a great day.